What's up, guys? It's Mekel Kasanova, Hawaii's favorite content creator and YouTuber, and I'm here to do my in-progress review for Metal Gear Survive. And I've got the PlayStation 4 version. Big shout out to Konami for sending me this for review. Such an honor. And I really wanted to talk about this because a lot of people have been asking me if this game is any good. Is it worth it? Is it just a cheap cash in? And I'm here to tell you that this game is pretty phenomenal. And in my few days of being able to play it and with my review in progress, I'm just going to tell you it's amazing. It's something you definitely need to cop. And yeah, let's go ahead and get into this video. Metal Gear Survive is Konami's first big console game outside of PES since its infamous split with Hideo Kojima. And as if that wasn't enough to raise an eyebrow, it has the temerity to carry on the lineage of Kojima's most famous creation too. Metal Gear Survive is truly a demanding, oppressive, obtuse, and despite all of that being said above, it's very much a very enjoyable experience that is, it seems to many, is not what they would traditionally think of as fun, but to me it's purely amazing. So you might be wondering this question: if it's not a traditional style Metal Gear game, then what is Metal Gear Survive? Like Metal Gear's Acid and Rising, Survive veers away from the series' staple stealth action and instead offering its own spin on the likes of Rust and Ark that have proved so popular in recent years. Start with a blunt stick and an empty belly, then struggle to stay alive until you've gathered enough resources and recipes so that stick might become something more powerful, and you've crafted a cooker and a farm so that you might never go hungry again. Metal Gear Survive is full of zombies, or what they call wanderers. There are loads of them, and you're in no position to fight off hordes of zombies. Your best bet most of the time is either to block off enemies temporarily with a wall or fence, or just simply to run away. It helps that it inherits so much from the series' past. The survival aspect isn't exactly new to Metal Gear, having featured so prominently in Snake Eater, and Survive takes the same fastidious approach to physical caretaking. What makes it, though, is how Survive is built upon the skeleton of the brilliant Metal Gear Solid 5, The Phantom Pain, and Ground Zeroes, during the siege on Mother Base, a wormhole into a parallel world appears, sucking in a chunk of Mother Base, along with the members of Snake's Diamond Dogs and attacking Zoff forces. Your character is seemingly killed or rendered unconscious while defending Mother Base, but is brought back by an enigmatic UN scientist and constantly frowning Lawrence Fishburne lookalike named Good Luck. There's more to it than mere frugality, though, and Metal Gear Survive has moments of genuine brilliance. Waking up, you're told you've been infected by a parasite that has overrun Daite, the world on the other side of the aforementioned wormhole. Your mission is to travel there to seek out a cure for yourself and also find out what has become of your comrades, including a close friend. In typical Metal Gear Solid fashion, there's more to Good Luck than meets the eye, and since the parasite that transforms people into wanderers first showed up during the Vietnam War, there's some questions around its true nature too. Daite also happens to have a special crystallized source called Kuban, which can be extracted from wanderers and harvested from the environment. From the moment you land in Daite, you're on the back foot. Survive wants you to know that success in this hellscape will come through struggling and pushing forward in the face of overwhelming adversity. And to that end, the game tracks hunger, thirst, and oxygen on screen. These ever-visible bars are constantly depleting, counting down to death if not kept topped up. The food and water needed to replenish them are scarce, and even the act of seeking them out expends resources in a way that will make you pause and really think about it if all of it is worth it. It's a grueling grind where the material rewards offer just a fleeting respite. But all this also serves to intensify that rush of satisfaction you get when you manage to complete a mission or successfully take a trip to gather edible herbs, meat, or dirty water that has honestly a good chance of making you sick. By stacking the odds so heavily against you, these successes, big or small, feel like an act of defiance. The story's true purpose, though, is excusing a very different type of Metal Gear, one steeped in horror and isolation, both of which complement the survival mechanics very well. You start abandoned and alone and at the heart of the sizable open world map, with a thick fog enshrouding entire areas. Venturing into that fog eats away at your oxygen supply. And while in its midst, your visibility is dramatically reduced. Often, you'll navigate your way via distant lights, hoping that they'll offer shelter or escape from once you enter them or reach them. Metal Gear Survive is a surprisingly adept, competent package for a spin-off. As it turns out, it's pretty fun to sneak around zombies. Metal Gear Survive only became playable to press on its launch day. I haven't played enough to deliver a more comprehensive review, and there are other aspects to its gameplay that haven't had the time to properly be developed. The base building, crafting, and online multiplayer, for example, were not available to any of us reviewers or any of us that received this game until the day it launched. There are also characters who are slowly appearing that need the chance to grow before I can make a judgment on them. I'm still playing Metal Gear Survive and formulating my thoughts, so definitely stay tuned to this channel for my definitive review after a few weeks to a month of gameplay. Thus far, this game is Kasanova approved. Alright, and that just about wraps up this video in progress review of Metal Gear Survive. Again, I want to thank Konami for sending me a review copy of this game. And just stay tuned because shortly I'll have more information. I'll probably have a full featured review up in the next month or so because this is a game that has so much content. There is no way that you're going to be able to fully review this the day it dropped. And a lot of YouTubers have been putting out content saying that they fully reviewed it. It's not true because any of us that got the review copy, we couldn't play it until all of you got it the same day it released, so keep that in mind. With that being said, thank you guys for watching. I'm Mekel Kasanova signing out, Hawaii's favorite content creator. With that being said, too sweet, I can't even do it with this in my hand, but too sweet, be the elite, and I'll catch you in the next one.
Got the spotlight, girl, you demand all the attention. Starry-eyed, maybe I need a new prescription. I see you on top of me, I'm having visions. While you spin it around, I'm getting dizzy, baby. Drop and roll.